following CannabisRadio.com program contains explicit language and content that can be considered graphic and offensive. This program is not suitable for all audiences, and the opinions expressed do not reflect those of CannabisRadio.com, its staff, management, or sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Hell yeah. Let's do it, Peter.
Now everybody, can you see? If you want to get high, you need to smoke some weed. Maybe you're in pain, or you need to sleep. Just light some up and make sure you breathe deep.
Hell yeah. Voice is tight, Peter. You're in rare form, son.
Get some weed and break it down. Get in a circle so you can pass it around. Burn a big joint. Get everyone baked. Or put your fire to your bowl while it says, smoke me, smoke me.
Fill my hole and light me up.
Smoke me, smoke me.
Smoke.
Smoke me, smoke me.
We're feeling good now.
Smoke me, smoke me. I'm your pipe and I'm lit, so suck on me now.
Hells yeah. Light it up, Peter.
Find the best weed and a good smoke place. Light that fucker up. Take it right to the face. Whether you have cancer or you just need less stress, you know you're ready when your bowl says, smoke me, smoke me.
Go a little bigger, fire up a bong.
Smoke me, smoke me.
Smoke.
Smoke me, smoke me.
Or get yourself a vaporizer.
Smoke me, smoke me. Got a pipe and it's lit, so suck on it now. Smoke, 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 smoke.
Fuck yeah, bitch.
You better listen up. I'll explain it one more time. Just get some weed and blaze it up and you'll be fine. Woo! Don't take no chances. Get it all in your lungs. It's a fucking plan. Set it on fire and fuck those drugs. Smoke me, smoke me.
Smoke. Smoke.
Smoke me, smoke me.
Smoke. Smoke.
Smoke me, smoke me.
Smoke. Smoke.
Smoke me, smoke me.
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 Smoke.
Smoke me, smoke me. Stick it in your mouth and suck on it right now.
And now, this week's sermon is from our beloved,
The Savior of the Weed. CannabisRadio.com presents The Stoner Jesus Show.
Don't try to debate me on something. Motherfucker, I can't do many things well, but words are my shit.
I give it the go, King.
I've created very few things outright in my life. That's one of them. That's my shit. I'm not going to have it run into the ground by a bunch of whiny fucking dickweed.
I got coronavirus from snorting liquefied fucking bat brains.
Do you see the light? What light? Have you seen the light? Yes! Yes! Jesus H. Goddamn Christ! I have seen the light!
The Stoner Jesus Show.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Welcome, everybody. Stoner Jesus Show Live. It is Chapter 4, Verse 23. We're doing it live on December 28th, 2020. We're live on Twitter and Facebook and Periscope. Periscope's not going to be around much longer. March 31st, Periscope is gone. It'll be Twitter Live then, so make sure you follow me at Stoner Jesus 420 on Twitter. Don't know if we're on Twitch. It was having problems. I don't have it pulled up. It doesn't matter. If you want to follow us on Twitch, fine. If not, don't give a shit, man. Got other stuff to worry about. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. We're officially celebrating the end of the year, the end of 2020. We're telling 2020 to fuck off. 2020, bro. Bro. You really fucked us this year, man. You really fucked us over. Hardcore. Bro. It's enough. 2021 be better? I don't know. We'll see. We can hope. That's for sure. Either way, I'll be here. Officially, it's December 28th, 2020. We're doing it live. StonerJesus.net, of course, for all information on the show. Social media links and more. If you want to email the show, stonerjesus420@gmail.com. Facebook group as well. Hardcore fans of the show congregate in the Facebook group. Disciples of Stoner Jesus. Search. Disciples of Stoner Jesus. Seek. And ye shall find. A lot of stuff going on tonight. The clip show, as I said. Year-end clip show. It's enough of that. Year-end clip show to celebrate the end of the years, to celebrate the end of 2020. Mercifully coming to an end. I mean, obviously the possibility is that 2021 could be worse, but let's hope not. Let's hope not. I know every year around this time I say, man, it's been a weird fucking year. But this year especially has been a weird fucking year. I think we can all agree. Some of my favorite clips I'm going to play for you tonight. Pot from Teacher, Inbreeding, Sarah Cooper, Corona Goat King, Profiles in Death on Don Shula, and the Kobe Smoking Game. We have not done the Kobe Smoking Game. It was created in commemoration of Kobe's death almost a year ago now. January 26th. To be precise, my plan is on January 26th, somehow, we get some people together, we're going to play the Kobe Smoking Game. It's a dice-based game. You'll see the rules and stuff later tonight when I play the clip for you all. And I plan on doing it on the 1-year anniversary of his death. We'll do it live. The Kobe Smoking Game. It'll be awesome. So all those clips are coming up tonight as we celebrate the end of the year. As you see right there with the graphic. The year-end special clip show. Which means I'll be sitting here introing stuff, but mostly just playing clips from the past year. 2020, if you will. Don't forget, if you like hot sauce, look at that professional fucking transition. I am professional broadcaster. SilkCityHotSauce.com. Use coupon code SJ15 for 15% off and a free bottle of hot sauce. SilkCityHotSauce.com. Follow Silk City Hot on Twitter. Make sure you use coupon code SJ15 for your 15% off. The SJ, of course, standing for Stoner Jesus. SJ15, 15% off and a free bottle of sauce. SilkCityHotSauce.com. That is the dope shit. Go check it out. Don't forget, Smoke Out with Shelly and SJ, myself and Shelly Martinez. If you haven't checked it out yet, you really should. You really should. I mean, I know I get on here and I say everything's awesome and everything's the dope shit and you should really go check it out. But most of the time, let's face it, I'm lying. But this is really the dope shit. Myself and Shelly Martinez. Smoke Out with Shelly and SJ. Here's the basic premise. We recorded on Zoom. If you're a subscriber, you get the Zoom details for the call. We'll record the show. You can come on. You can blaze with us, medicate with us, chill with us, ask questions. You can have video, no video, just a mic. You can just sit there and watch the show and chill in the chat room. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do, if you're a subscriber, you see right there, onlyfans.com, Shelly SJ, Smoke Out. We do have a domain coming in a link tree. Maybe you'll be able to follow everything. All our subscription sites, which is OnlyFans and Patreon, plus we're also on Twitter and on Instagram. There you see the OnlyFans, onlyfans.com/ShellySJ Smokeout. We also have the Patreon for more subscriber options. If you want to check us out there as well, patreon.com/ShellySJ Smokeout. Not only do you get access for the Smokeout level on Patreon and for the OnlyFans subscription on Patreon for only $3 a month, the second level, you can get just video. You don't have to get the Zoom details and all that if you want to participate in the show. You just want all the videos. You can get that. Or for $1 a month, you can get all the audio podcasts. But I would really recommend the video podcast, the video stream, the video recording, whatever, on either OnlyFans or Patreon. Go and check that shit out. And it's a good show. Shelly's a cool person. She's got a ton of great wrestling stories and other stories. I bring to the table what I bring to the table. Much the same as I do here, only it's with someone who is frankly more famous than I am. And as I've said before, is comfortable talking, comfortable in front of a camera, in front of people, in front of a mic, whatever. And it's a really good show. You know, we have a good back and forth. Great stuff. Go subscribe. Be a part of the show. Check out the videos. All that stuff. I post clips of on my Twitter and the Shelly SJ Smoke Twitter. We're also on Instagram as well. As I said, you can find us Smokeout with Shelly and SJ. We hope that you will join us. Now, on to the clips. Because we're fucking off 2020. Or rather, we're saying that we're fucking off. No, we're fucking off 2020. That's it. I'm not saying it. We're doing it. We're doing the fucking off of 2020. However that works. Logistically. I can't think of everything. Some of you got to pull your own weight and figure out that part of the thing. I'm doing what I can right here. I got the graphics, I'm directing, and I'm writing, and I'm hosting, and I'm doing all that. You figure out how exactly we're fucking off the 2020, if you will. First clip, as I said, Pot for Teacher. I'm not going to give you any explanations. Just check them out. You get a title, and you know that they're from 2020, and that's it. Pot from Teacher, and followed by Inbreeding. You also hear from our sponsors during the breaks. Check them out. Their banners are on stonerjesus.net. They support us, so go support them. I also have something else big in the works, but it's in the very beginning stages. So I'm not really going to talk about it now. Just know when something big happens, you'll say, oh, that's what he was talking about. Or if it doesn't happen, you'll just forget about it and no harm, no foul. See how I did that? Stoner Jesus Show Live, Chapter 4, Verse 23. Pot from Teacher, followed by Inbreeding. Enjoy. Show. I'm going to start with a teacher sex scandal story out of, I want to say Louisiana? We'll go with Louisiana.
Continuing coverage now of the Zachary Middle School teacher who is behind bars tonight after authorities say she allegedly had sex with one of her students. NBC Local 33's Kennedy Walker has been following the story and gives us the very latest on the charges against Ella Ray Silva.
Northwestern Middle School teacher Ella Ray Silva is behind bars and accused of having sex with a 15-year-old student. The East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office says Silva and the student were in a relationship over the summer. According to an arrest warrant, Silva sent nude photos and videos to the victim. It also says they had sex several times and that she picked him up from his home without his parents' consent.
Also, in a story that I read, that is, for some reason the detail is not mentioned in this story. I don't know if it's not true or the other media outlets scooped this one. Apparently when she was having sex with this kid, this 15-year-old, her other child, age unknown, was in the house during the encounters 8 or 9 times during the summer. Would go to his house and get him. It's fucking crazy.
Reports say Silva also gave him an e-cigarette with THC.
Gave him weed. Gave him weed. Now, not for nothing. We've talked about this before. Many people have talked about this before. From the perspective of a 15-year-old boy, this is fucking amazing. If a hot teacher would have said to me at 15, hey, you want to smoke some weed and have some sex, you know what? Back it up. She didn't have to be hot. She wouldn't have to be anywhere near hot. She would just have to resemble a woman with kind of decently working woman parts. A 15-year-old boy. That's fucking amazing. It never happened to me, obviously, or I would tell that story every show. So let me tell you about the time I fucked this semi-decent looking teacher. But no, it never happened. It would have been great if it would have, but it did not. In any case, continuing with this story, I have another perspective to talk about here momentarily.
Zachary council member Lael Montgomery has been very vocal about this case. He says if these allegations are true, it's disturbing.
I would never want my child or any child to go through this.
As a father, he says it's scary to think something like this could happen.
It's disgusting. It's hurting. I mean, you trust your child is going to be protected in this environment, and this environment harbors predators.
That arrest warrant also states that Silva asked the victim not to report their relationship because it would affect her career and family. She was arrested and booked Thursday on several charges, including carnal knowledge of a juvenile, indecent behavior with juveniles, and contributing to the delinquency of a juvenile.
Damn right she
Kennedy
was.
Walker, NBC, Local 33 News.
Kennedy, thanks. Police are asking the parents of other students who have previously been taught by Silva to speak out about the incidents with their children and to report any of their concerns to authorities as well.
Contributing all up in that delinquency. Here's my thing. I understand what the guy gets out of it from the perspective of a guy. But let's say you're a woman, you're a teacher, you're in your 30s or whatever, you have a career, and what's in it for her? Is it just the dangerousness of it, the fact that he's young, he's underage, the kind of the taboo aspect of it? What is it? He can't be good. A 15-year-old boy cannot be good at sex. There's just no way. You think a 15-year-old boy knows where the clitoris is? Give me a fucking break. There's no way. Okay? The fucking 15-year-old boy could not have enough experience, I don't care when he started, to know what the fuck is going on and how to actually even approach the ballpark of pleasing a woman. Nothing he could have done could have brought on this reaction from her. Oh, I'm going to go to his house and get him, and oh, we're going to keep fucking and all this other bullshit. I'm going to give him some weed. It had to be the danger of it, the taboo aspect of it, the sneaking around, or the whatever. That had to be it. It can't be like, oh, this 15-year-old boy is so fucking good in bed, because he's not. He's not. None of us were at that age. We had no fucking idea what was going on. And don't give me that bullshit, well, he could have watched porn. Bullshit. Bullshit. There's no substitute for the real thing when it comes to that. Sure, a guy can get off, but to actually have sex with a woman decently enough that where she's going to want to continue to do so? No. No, you can't learn that in porn. And 15-year-old boys don't know how to do that. So what, and she risks all this for fucking a 15-year-old. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That's what I'm outraged about. Anyway, before we get a break. This next one is from ABC6onyourside.com. We got the mug shots. There they are. 4 arrested after allegedly drunk driving a horse and buggy. You see their pictures there. Let's see how I fit into the family. How's it going? I don't feel like I have quite the same inbred look that they all seem to be sporting. Am I out of line to call that looks like some inbreeding? I mean, it just does. It's just, I don't know what. Maybe I'm fooling myself. Maybe I fit right in. It's like a fucking Brady Bunch. Became a really weird Brady Bunch episode. Anyway, to the story. 4 subjects were arrested after Gladwin County deputies found them tossing beer cans out of a horse and buggy while riding in Beaverton Township. See, none of that sounds real. But it is ABC6, I don't know what to say. Deputies said they encountered the group in the area of Beaverton Road and Bard Road around 4 p.m. on Sunday. Well, they got started early. That's Sunday. They originally gave false information for their ages, deputies said, and refused to give their names. Upon further investigation, several open and unopened containers of alcohol were located in the buggy. Deputies said, and all 4 subjects were under the influence of alcohol. Not me, them. Those 3 and the guy that's behind my head there. And the four were identified as Levi Mast, Andrew Zook, Joseph Miller, and Joseph Troyer. They're all not related. None of them are supposed to be related. They're all wearing identical clothing. They look like they come from 18 consecutive generations of heavy inbreeding. Nothing about this story seems real, and yet here we are. It's ABC6. I don't know how to verify the veracity of ABC6 or assess their reputation. I'm going to take their word for it, that these things really happened in the way they say they did. Because as you read it, you just say to yourself, hey, that doesn't sound like a thing that happened. It certainly doesn't seem like these guys aren't related. It seems like they're more than related. Again, back to the inbreeding. I'm sorry if you're inbred and you're offended by that. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I don't know. I guess you'll survive.
The Stoner Jesus Show on CannabisRadio.com.
Hello, my children. Stoner Jesus here to tell you about another great sponsor of the Stoner Jesus Show, Nomad Grinders. You can find their banner on stonerjesus.net or simply go to nomadgrinders.com. They have an amazing product. It's the ultimate cannabis connoisseur gift package. Nomad Grinders are rugged tough, and they are the perfect Wanderer's kit. Each kit comes with an arsenal of accessories for all of your needs. A screw top lid helps to keep the contents concealed and the gear safe. Nomad Grinders. They're made of solid aluminum and come fully complete with diamond cut shearing teeth, micron mesh screen, storage, and keef catch. Nomad Grinders are built to keep odors discreet while keeping all of your cannabis gear concealed. If you're one of those cannabis consumers that is always on the go, you need to check out Nomad Grinders, nomadgrinders.com, or simply click that Nomad Grinders banner on stonerjesus.net. Hello, my children. Stoner Jesus here to tell you about another great sponsor of the Stoner Jesus Show, Heat Your Meat. Check out the Heat Your Meat banner on stonerjesus.net and click it. Andy's world famous Heat Your Meat. It's a hot pepper seasoning that is not new to the scene. This fiery, kicked up, mouth-watering, flavor-boosting, make you holler and grab your drink seasoning has been around for well over 35 years. Heat Your Meat contains no salt, no preservatives, no fillers. It's also gluten-free and keto-friendly. It's just hot pepper and spices. That's it. So the more you add, the more flavor and heat you get, not like salt or other seasonings. Andy's World Famous LLC is a veteran-owned business, and you get free shipping on all orders over $40. Check out the Heat Your Meat banner on stonerjesus.net. Click it and get Andy's world famous Heat Your Meat hot pepper seasoning. Hello, my children. Stoner Jesus here to tell you about a brand new sponsor of the Stoner Jesus Show, loudnewsnet.com. Check them out. Make sure you click that loud banner on stonerjesus.net. Loudnewsnet.com is a voice for the culture, the counterculture to be exact. On loudnewsnet.com, you'll find authentic takes on cannabis, hip-hop, social issues, the latest streaming, and more. If it's not potent content, then it's not loud. Visit loudnewsnet.com to be a part of the movement, or simply click that loud banner on stonerjesus.net. Hello, my children. Stoner Jesus here to tell you about a fan of the Stoner Jesus Show who's bought some ad time for a very worthy cause. Sensible Sam has a GoFundMe for her friend Gary, whose dog Hotch is very ill. Hotch was born with a narrow esophagus. He's at the point in his life where it's time for medical intervention. With your help, we can raise funds needed for Hotch's surgery. If everyone listening can give $5 to $20, we can reach our goal. If you can't give, no worries. Sharing, of course, helps just as much on your social media platforms. Together, we can make sure Hotch will have many more holidays with his loving dad. Use hashtag Let's Go Team Hotch on Twitter or your social media networks when you share the fundraiser. I hope you will. It's a very worthy cause. As I said, let's help Hotch have many more years with his dad. It would be awesome of you to give or to share. Check out the GoFundMe banner on stonerjesus.net. You can give to Hotch's GoFundMe. Thank you to Sensible Sam for doing this for her friend. It's a really great lesson for everyone out there in the season of giving. Check out that banner on stonerjesus.net, and I hope you'll give some today, or at the very least, share the GoFundMe page. Hello, my children. Stoner Jesus here. Tell you about a new sponsor of the Stoner Jesus Show, Hydro Bucket. Check out the Hydro Bucket banner on stonerjesus.net. Get in on the Hydro Bucket pre-sale. Use code STONERJ to get 50% off, and click that Hydro Bucket banner on stonerjesus.net. But what does the Hydro Bucket do? Well, you can, first of all, stop lifting your plants with the Hydro Bucket. It allows the user to access nutrient solutions without moving the plant. You can test your pH, the EC/ppm. You can transfer fluid. You can inspect the roots and the interior. You also have unrestricted access to air, stone, or other accessories. All of this comes without lifting the plant. Maintain a small footprint while increasing reservoir volume. The Hydro Bucket is ideal on its own or with recirculating systems. Hydro Bucket allows you to access water and roots without having to cut a porthole in the net pot. Reduces your need to do it yourself. It accepts all manifolds and grommets. The flat surfaces of the side reservoir allow for a confident cut and a quality install. No stress cracks, no leaks. Use the Hydro Bucket as the foundation for your grow. Click that Hydro Bucket banner on stonerjesus.net and say goodbye to DIY lid attachments. Hydrobucket.ca. Click the Hydro Bucket banner on stonerjesus.net and make sure you use code STONERJ. That's STONERJ to get 50% off your Hydro Bucket order.
Ignite the conversation on some trending topics along the Cannabis Radio social media network. Join our crew of thousands on our Cannabis Radio page on Facebook or at Canna Radio, CANNA Radio on Twitter. Plus, look for our Facebook and Google Plus pages for all of our original programs and connect with Dr. Dina, Kyle Cushman, Dr. Mitch Earlywine, Nurse Heather, Doc Rob, the hosts of Ganjapreneur, and more. Connect with the growing Cannabis Radio social crusade at Canna Radio on Twitter or search for Cannabis Radio on Facebook, Google Plus, and Instagram and grow with us.
Now available for pre-order through crowdfunding for just $14 plus $10 shipping. Pouches, premium mixing and rolling pouches, allow you to carry and prepare your herbs for consumption with discretion and ease. These stylish pouches are handcrafted using strong zips, long-wearing buffalo leather outside, and smooth sheepskin inside. A portion of proceeds go to fund vital medical research into cannabis for ADHD. See a demo and get yours now on Indiegogo or pouches.com. That's POUCHZ.com. Pierre Savon speaks to patients, advocates, and professionals to keep you informed on all the latest trends and advancements in the medical cannabis industry on Alternative Talk, presented by AlternativeVibes.com. Tuesdays on demand only on CannabisRadio.com. Learning the benefits of proper nutrition, supplementation, and personal development to live a healthy and abundant life. Awaken, adjust, and aspire. High on Healthy. Mondays on demand, only on CannabisRadio.com. The following CannabisRadio.com program contains explicit language and content that can be considered graphic and offensive. This program is not suitable for all audiences, and the opinions expressed do not reflect those of CannabisRadio.com, its staff, management, or sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Yeah. Stoner Jesus Show Live, Chapter 4, Verse 23. We're doing it live on December 28th, 2020. Officially telling 2020 to fuck off. Just fuck off, yo. Really. Bro, overstayed your welcome. All the shit you pulled, it's just enough. Enough of 2020. Hopefully 2021 will be better. I'm not promising that it will be, but hey, we got a pretty good shot of it being. Let's face it. It's been a long fucking year. So we're doing a year-end clip show to celebrate the end of 2020. The fucking off of 2020, if you will. Got some more clips coming up. StonerJesus.net for all information on the show. stonerjesus.net. Sponsor banners, all there. They support us, so go support them. Click those banners, check out what they have to offer. Social media links, past audio episodes, all kinds of stuff. The link to Smoke Out with Shelly, Smoke Out with Shelly and SJ, all that. It's at stonerjesus.net. All information on the show. Go check it out. Right now, in this segment, 2 more clips. First, Sarah Cooper. You know who Sarah Cooper is. The one who did the Trump impression, which I maintain in this clip that is not an impression. It lacks many of the key ingredients of an impression. She's not doing any kind of impression at all. She's doing her mannerisms, lip syncing to his voice. So it's not... Anyway, I explain it all in the clip. Also, Corona Goat King. It's a voicemail from St. Peter, who, and during the height in 2020 of the Tiger King phenomenon, St. Peter could have been the Goat King, and he bitches at me because of that. That's what's coming up in this break. Before the break, Sarah Cooper and St. Peter could have been the Goat King. Stoner Jesus Show Live, Chapter 4, Verse 23, year-end clip special. Enjoy that shit, yo. Of this monologue from Sarah Cooper, you may know her. It's on Twitter and TikTok, of course, and his viral videos, lip-syncing the president doing various speeches and saying the dumb shit that he says and the weird off-the-wall shit that he says. I get the appeal of that, although, like I said earlier, Milli Vanilli got their Grammy taken away for that shit, and that's kind of, it's fucked up. Now she's getting a Netflix special. She was doing Jimmy Kimmel as a guest host. What her Netflix special is going to be, I don't know. I take it she's a comedian who does other things. I don't necessarily find the lip syncing to Trump to be... It seems a little pandering. I mean, I get it as far as it goes, but there's nothing really original or anything about it. She just has to listen to his cadence and kind of get it and then mouth words along to it. In any case, she wouldn't have a Netflix special or be guest hosting Jimmy Kimmel if she was making fun of Biden or somebody else. She would have a right-wing following, but she wouldn't be in these types of shows. She's getting these things because she's hammering Trump, who makes himself a pretty easy and obvious target, of course. Let's check out this monologue that she did. Let's see about her chops as far as a Netflix special are going to be with her guest host monologue on Jimmy Kimmel.
Hi, I'm Sarah Cooper, and I have an announcement to make. I am not going to be the next vice president of the United States. It was down to me and Kamala, but Joe wanted to go with someone who has experience. The good news is I now have the night free to guest host this show. If you don't know who I am, that's okay. I don't know who you are either, so we're even. Basically, I'm the reason your grandpa downloaded TikTok. But
that's fucking horrible. Absolutely fucking horrible. We're 24 seconds into this. And full disclosure, I'm high as fuck. But this is fucking atrocious.
Don't blame me. Blame my nephews, Ryan and Tyler. If they hadn't shown me TikTok, I never would have started lip syncing A Certain Stable Genius.
Because he hasn't taken any cognitive tests because he couldn't pass one. I actually took one when I, very recently, when I was, the radical left was saying, is he all there? Is he all there? And I proved I was all there because I aced it. I aced the test.
And they said a female president would be too emotional. Once a month, she'll go crazy, they said. Can you imagine a president who only goes crazy once a month? But without a crazy president, I wouldn't be here. So thanks, Trump, Tower Moscow. This year has been insane. I'm sorry, that's offensive. This year has been presidential. I started this year doing a late night set at a pizza place in Jersey City. Now, here I am, hosting a late night show in a vacant house. Actually, the number of people in the audience is exactly the same. I've never hosted a late night show before, so I did a little research and I figured out the 3 things I can do to look like a late night TV host. Number 1, the point. Nailed it. Number 2, the hand clasp. Got it. Number 3, the look like I'm explaining something. Who's ready for a deep dive on voter suppression? I'm also excited because for the first time ever, I have my very own sidekick. Guillermo, how are you?
I'm doing good, Sarah.
So tell me, how does Jimmy usually relax before the show?
I think he cried for a minute.
Oh, great. I do that every day.
Oh my God. I don't know. I mean, again, as I always say, comedy is subjective, of course, but this is fucking mind-numbing. I don't know if she wrote this, if the Kimmel writers wrote this, if the same people are going to be writing her Netflix special. I don't know. It's brutal. We're 2 minutes in. Give us 6 minutes left. I don't know if I can do it.
I've come a long way to be here tonight, emotionally and geographically. I was born in Jamaica. My whole family is Jamaican, and they always give me a hard time for being the least Jamaican member of the family. But I think it's their fault for naming me Sarah. Sarah Cooper sounds like a character on the OC who was written out in season 2, and it's like she moved into my body and gentrified my whole personality. When I was little...
The OC. It's really current reference for the kids watching. The TikTok crowd. They're all running the fucking Google Center asking Alexa, what the fuck is the OC?
My mom would cook this amazing Jamaican food, and I'd be like, Mom, this jerk chicken is like really spicy. And she'd say, Sierra, you know there are children around the world, all they get for dinner is bread and water. And I'd be like,
Sierra, maybe her name's Sierra, not Sarah at all.
That actually sounds really good. If I could get a scone and a chai tea latte, Mom, that would be amazing. When I ran that joke by my mom, she said, Sierra, why you make me sound like I'm from Barbados? I'm still working on the accent. One stereotype about Jamaicans is that we all smoke weed, and I do sometimes smoke weed, but only because it was recommended to me as a stress reliever by Gwyneth Paltrow. Before doing comedy, I used to work...
Jesus Christ. Jesus. H fucking Christ. This is brutal. Dude, she's going to do this for an hour. An hour on Netflix. And there's supposed to be some kind of guest interviews and shit that they're planning on. I don't know. They better be good. Better be fucking Barack Obama slamming a basketball for her head, or it's fucking lights out.
Work at Google. That's where I get my whole TED Talk vibe. People always ask me if it was fun to work at Google, and it was fun. I knew I was having fun because they kept telling me how much fun I should have each quarter, or else I would be fired. They had fun names for everybody. Like the older Googlers are called Greyglers, and the new Googlers are called Nooglers. They had some trouble coming up with a name for the black Googlers, though, so finally they decided to just call them David and Sean. They didn't realize I was black. I think they thought I was Indian because they kept promoting me. I ran that joke by my dad, and he said, Sierra, you are Indian. You're from the West Indies. I sounded German that time. I'll stop.
That was kind of funny. Their accent for her mom and her dad are the same.
I heard this rumor that the software engineers at Google are so proud of working there that they have sex with their badges on. That's a joke. They do not have sex.
Is it?
My husband hates that joke because he's a software engineer at Google. And now he's married, so he's really not having any sex. I met my husband at work. He kept asking me out.
Another very current joke. No sex in marriage joke. References are fucking razor sharp.
And I kept saying no. But then he said he had tickets to see Louis C.K., who was my favorite comedian at the time. And I couldn't say no to that. No one can say no to Louis C.K. That's kind of his whole brand. Like many of you, my husband and I have been working from home over the past few months. He's on video conference calls all day, and we're all in a lot of meetings, so I thought I'd give you all some of my favorite tricks to look smart in meetings. Like one of the tricks is to translate percentages into fractions. So if someone says, 25% of our customers bought this shirt, you can say, oh, about 1 in 4, and make a little note of it, and people will be super impressed with your quick math skills.
Will they?
Another one is just to ask, will this scale? No matter what it is, just ask if it's going to scale. No one even knows what that means, but it's a great catch-all question, and it definitely makes you look smart. But my favorite trick is just to ask the presenter to go back one slide. So if someone's giving a presentation, just stop them and go, I'm sorry, could you just go back one slide, please?
This is giving me a headache. It is literally giving me a headache.
At that moment, all your coworkers will think you're going to brilliantly point out something on that slide that they all missed. But you can kind of just look at the slide for a few moments and go, huh. Okay, we can move on. Total power move. You know Donald Trump uses that trick all the time. He does. I've gotten deep inside Donald Trump's head, and let me tell you, it is lonely in there. It's just me and a person, woman, man, camera, TV. Oh, and a bucket of chicken. But you know what? I'm sick of talking about Trump. Part of the reason I was so excited to guest host tonight is because I wanted to show everyone that I'm more than my Trump impressions. So I asked my followers to send in some questions.
Boy, you're nailing that shit.
About the real me. Let's take a look.
Hey Sarah, I love your Trump impressions, but do you ever feel like you're starting to become more like him?
Is that really an impression though? I mean, she looks nothing like him. She's not doing a voice. She's not doing his movements and mannerisms. She's doing her own. So it's not really a Trump impression. She's lip-syncing Trump in the very same way that Milli Vanilli were lip-syncing those other singers back in the day, and they got their fucking Grammy taken away. She gets a Netflix special. But it's not an impression at all.
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
See, she's doing her. She's not doing Trump. She's not doing Trump's mannerisms or voice or anything. She's just mimicking, well, I get some fucking letters, mimicking what he says in her own way. It's not in any way, shape, or form an impression.
Okay, go ahead, next question.
Hey, Sarah, how many new followers have you gotten since your Trump impressions went viral?
I have so many followers. You know, I have 5 different platforms. You add it all up, and it's like over 150 million people. That's a tremendous.
And plus, she can do these take after take of this shit. How many takes did it take her to do these TikTok videos, or what she's doing right now? Something slightly off. Do it again. 20 million people are going to see it. Spend a couple hours on it.
Tremendous amount of people. Thank you.
So if
See, she winked. Have you ever seen Trump wink? It's not a fucking impression.
If Trump loses in November, are you still going to be doing impressions of him?
Maybe that's a question you should ask China. Don't ask me, ask China that question, okay? When you ask them that question, you may get a very unusual answer. Yes, behind you, please.
I gotta be honest with you, I don't see the humor in this beyond the first 10 or 15 seconds. The first 10 or 15 seconds, you see what she's doing, and that's all she's ever going to do. Is do her own mannerisms and movements and lip sync stupid shit Trump says. And she's turning this into a Netflix special. It's such a fucking weird time.
Hey Sarah, it was my birthday on Sunday, and I was wondering if you could wish me a happy birthday. And you could just do it as yourself. You don't have to do it as Donald Trump.
Earlier this week, I understand you marked another important milestone. I know everyone here joins me in wishing you a very happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Hey, Sarah, congratulations on hosting Jimmy Kimmel Live. I was wondering, have you ever met Jimmy? And if so, what's he like?
Jimmy Kimmel, no talent. 2 or 3 times I did a show before this. Now I wouldn't do a show. That guy's terrible.
Oh, but aren't you doing his show, like, right now?
Everybody knew I was being sarcastic and joking. When I first got to know Jim, I'd said, he never wears a jacket. He's obviously very proud of his body. There he is. Look at that guy. You're the champ. You're the best.
So there you have it. Now you know the real me.
Wow. I'm glad we know the real her now. Jesus Christ. I can't imagine what that special is going to be. Holy crap. I got to recover. I'm glad this is kind of a, I'm going to add shit into this break to make it super long so I can just get my shit back together. So as I said, the most important thing, new voicemail from St. Peter. He updates us on the coronavirus he thinks that he has. He also talks about Tiger King. And of course, he takes a shot at me because what would a St. Peter voicemail be without him taking a shot at me? And I have to say, before we listen to this, that even by St. Peter standards, this is a little weird. It's a little weird. Here, check it out for yourself right now.
Hey, Jesus. Hey, Jesus, it's me, Peter. For to call with another update on my crippling battle with coronavirus. I think the last that we left you, it was, my pee was fuchsia, The color I had to look up, fuchsia. I hope you looked it up. Jesus is very descriptive of the color of my pee. And of course, you know, I got the coronavirus from snorting the liquefied brains of a dead bat that I scraped off the side of the road at the behest of my coworker Enrique. Fuck you, Enrique, for listening to this. You really fucked me over, bro. S.A. Know what I'm saying? Anyway, Jesus, I'm still hearing like the voices with like the Ugandan accent. And I'm pissing fuchsia, but there's something else going on, Jesus. There's something. I don't want anybody else to hear me. I don't know who else is around me. I don't know else. Listen to me, Jesus. Listen to me. When I pee, Jesus, you know the fuchsia pee? When I pee, it whistles. Like, kind of like that, Jesus. Sounds just like that. And for the longest time, I didn't know where the fuck that sound was coming from. Every time I would take a piss, I would hear the pee and like the stream hitting whenever it was hitting, and I was like really focused on the color because the fucking color was weird because it was like a blue raspberry Jolly Rancher, and now it's like fuchsia. But the whole time, all I would hear was also like with all that other stuff going on, I would hear. It's fucking weird, Jesus, but I figured it out finally. It was driving me fucking crazy trying to figure out where that noise was coming from, Jesus. But listen to me, Jesus. Listen to me. Listen to me. It's coming from my dick. Jesus, when I pee, not only is it a weird color, but it whistles. There's a whistling sound coming from my dick hole when I pee, Jesus. That's what I got going on here. This is fucking... I don't know, Jesus. I can't. It's fucking I'm fucking flabbergasted, Jesus. Flabbergasted. So I gotta spend all my fucking time inside. I can't go scrape dead animals off the road because I'm like a furloughed employee or whatnot. So I gotta fucking sit at home and listen to shit and watch shit. I gotta tell you though, Jesus. I gotta tell you. One thing of it. Netflix thing. It's all over the internet. The Tiger King thing. I watched it, Jesus. I watched it. You remember, Jesus, when I used to have that goat. I used to have a goat out behind the studio complex back when I was still there. You remember my goat, my pet goat, Jesus, Sparkles. You remember Sparkles the goat, Jesus, you have too. It was like a big fucking part of my life. Sparkles the goat. You remember that one time, Jesus, I said, hey, Jesus, we should get another goat. So we'd have like 2 goats, Jesus. We'd have had 2 goats. But you were all like, oh, no, it's enough of the fucking goat. It eats everything and it's shitting in the fucking studio and it smells fucking awful. It smells even worse than you, St. Peter. Do you remember saying that to me, Jesus? Do you remember saying that we couldn't get a second goat because how much you hated the first fucking goat? How much you hated Sparkles? Could have had 2 goats. Jesus, I could have been the Goat King. I could have been the Goat King, Jesus. You fucked it all up. You fucked a lot up, Jesus. Let's hope you know that. That was just one of them. The Goat King. I came in the Goat King. I could have had rivals and fucking drama and backstabbing and fucking fires and dead goats and I would have been on fucking Netflix, Jesus. Now look at me. I got coronavirus from snorting liquefied fucking bat brains off a fucking bat that I scraped off the side of the road. Look at my life, Jesus. All because you wouldn't let me get a second goat, you bastard. I fucking hate you, Jesus. I fucking hate you for depriving me of my crown as the Goat King. R.I.P. Sparkles. I don't even know what happened to Sparkles. I think she wandered off. Unloyal bitch. Unloyal bitch goat. Fuck you, Jesus.
So, learned a lot. Learned a lot in the, believe it or not, 4 minutes and 20 seconds of that voicemail. I know it seemed much longer, but St. Peter's dick whistles when he pees, and he thinks that's a symptom of coronavirus, along with the fuchsia color of his urine, and hearing the voices of the Ugandan accent in his head. Not only that, but I deprived him of his life in his famous documentary of being the Goat King. I deprived him of his crown of the Goat King because I told him we couldn't get a second goat. I do remember Sparkles. That part of the story is quite true. I fucking hated that goat. Goats in general, they're not good pets. He always brought it in here and just fucking leave a fucking dump like right there. And no. Would he have become the Goat King? I don't know. Maybe he would have. I don't know. I really can't say definitively whether or not my fateful decision to deprive him of a second goat kept him from fame and fortune as the Goat King. Although, the Tiger King, he hasn't ended up well. So why you want to go down that path, I don't know. Animals in general, no, I'm good. Stoner Jesus Show Live. Chapter 3, verse 22. The Rise of the Goat King. That's right. It'll be a thing, I have no doubt. It'll be an internet meme. It will sweep the internet.
The Stoner Jesus Show on CannabisRadio.com.
The Stoner Jesus Show is brought to you in part by Hemptations.com and PlanetEverywhere.com. They got a lot of awesome stuff for you to check out. But don't just take my word for it. Let Beach, the owner of Hemptations, tell you all about it.
It's a very large selection of hemp goods, everything from reusable coffee filters to frisbees, bandanas, everything Planet Everywhere on the site is made in Cincinnati, Ohio, made locally. We also have other retail products from our cosmetics, Earthly Body product, bags on the retail site. Again, anybody local in Cincinnati can go to Hemptations.com and get the info on the stores. Planet Everywhere is our .com is our retail site. You can hit me up on Hemptation Beach or like my Facebook page, Hemptations or Hemptations 2. I'm on Twitter, Google, I'm on the internet everywhere, just like everyone. We love to hear from people all over the world, positive things about industrial hemp. That's what I do. That's what we do. Largest selection of industrial hemp on the planet in the stores. And I'd like to grow that inventory to be able to say that I haven't actually checked out all the other hemp retail spots to see if we have the largest amount on our Planet Everywhere, but it's a fair selection.
And as Beach always says,
having Hemptations.
Hello, my children. Stoner Jesus here to tell you about another awesome sponsor of the Stoner Jesus Show, the Glass Monkey. You find the Glass Monkey in Covington, Kentucky. It's on 38 West Pike Street. It's an awesome shop, all kinds of stuff: glass, CBD, art, paintings, hats. Just a ton of stuff. It's really amazing if you can check it out in Covington. But if you can't check out the Glass Monkey itself in Covington, Kentucky, you can check it out online. Click that Glass Monkey banner on stonerjesus.net. You can't miss it. It's a monkey smoking a pipe. Glass Monkey online has glass products with more being added every day. CBD and other products soon to come as well. Just click that Glass Monkey banner on stonerjesus.net. If you can't make it to the actual store, the online store is the next best thing. glassmonkeyshop.weebly.com, or simply click the Glass Monkey banner on stonerjesus.net. More products being added every day. Hello, my children. Stoner Jesus here to tell you about another awesome sponsor of the Stoner Jesus Show, Flower Power Packages. Check out flowerpowerpackages.com or simply check out their banner on stonerjesus.net. They offer wholesale marijuana packaging for dispensaries and growers in every state where cannabis is legally sold. Discover a variety of standard and child-resistant glass jars and bags for all your flower or edible needs. You can also browse their large selection of bongs, bubblers, pipes, rolling trays, and you can get 10% off of your first order by simply signing up for their newsletter. If you want to get personal, you can even customize your rolling tray with whatever design of your choosing. Awesome bongs, pipes, and trays, of course, make awesome gifts, so make sure you shop Flower Power Packages anytime online, whether it's morning, noon, or night. If you spend $250 or more, you receive free shipping. flowerpowerpackages.com, or simply check out that Flower Power Packages banner on stonerjesus.net. Hello, my children. Stoner Jesus here to tell you about another awesome sponsor of the Stoner Jesus Show, Coastal Mary Seeds. Grow your peace of mind with Coastal Mary. They have auto-flowering, CBD, and feminized seeds. You can go to coastalmary.com or simply click that Coastal Mary banner on stonerjesus.net. Based in Vancouver, Canada, you can get discreet shipping with Coastal Mary, and you have tracking throughout Canada and the U.S. They're very fast to respond to any questions you may have, and of course, the most important part, great seeds, as I said, the finest seeds for some of the finest strains, check out CoastalMary.com or click that Coastal Mary banner on StonerJesus.net. You can also follow Coastal Mary Van on Twitter. Coastal Mary, another awesome sponsor of the Stoner Jesus Show. Check out their banner and click it at StonerJesus.net to get some great seeds. Hello, my children. Stoner Jesus here. Hey, are you looking for CBD products? Well, look no further than CBD Oil Solutions. Click their banner on StonerJesus.net. They are your one-stop online hemp CBD marketplace. Their CBD oil products include CBD vape oil, tinctures, capsules, isolate, topicals, and more. You can get free shipping on all domestic USA orders. They also have edibles, they have beauty products, and more. They bring you the best brands and the best CBD oil products on the market today, all in one place. Check them out. Click the CBD Oil Solutions banner on StonerJesus.net. They are a proud new sponsor of the show. Like I said, take your time, go through all the products on the website. There's just too many to name here. CBD Oil Solutions. Click their banner on StonerJesus.net.
The smoke is rising, and the next crop of podcasts devoted to cannabis providers and enthusiasts are ready to be harvested. Welcome to the Cannabis Radio Network, founded by respected rainmakers who have been producing award-winning podcasts for over a decade. Industry headlines, business updates, medical reports, marketing, and e-commerce education rolled up perfectly for your consumption. Let's grow together. The Cannabis Radio Network. CannabisRadio.com. Get informed, get inspired, and get connected on NCIA's Cannabis Industry Voice. Mondays on demand, only on CannabisRadio.com.
Cannabis Confidential with Dr. Dina. Candid.
I want to give you the inside story.
Captivating.
I want to introduce you to my kind and amazingly talented friends.
Compelling.
We get to meet some of the most amazing cannabis activists and warriors around.
Listen in as medical marijuana pioneer Dr. Dina shares never-before-heard stories, chats with cannabis insiders and celebrity friends, and provides invaluable perspective and insight into one of the fastest-growing industries in the world.
I want to share with you what was once confidential information. Let's expose the truth, discuss the issues, and learn the facts.
Cannabis Confidential, only on CannabisRadio.com.
Oh, let the marijuana llama tell you something now about a game for your phone gonna make you say, wow! The game's about the game of growing cannabis for cash. Grow the seed, sell the bud, put the savings in the stash. Little by little, your empire grows large. Put different celebrities inside your entourage. You can choose to play with Snoop or me or Cheech and Chong, Cypress Hill, Willie Nelson, Wiz Khalifa with a bong. The name of the game is Hemp Inc., that's the point. Download and play while you light yourself a joint. The business of cannabis should be no crime. Hemp Inc. is even hot-proofed by the man who run High Times. Oh yeah? Get it on Android and iOS today. Marijuana Llama out. Got to tend to me own crops, you know. Money don't make itself. Hemp Inc.
The following CannabisRadio.com program contains explicit language and content that can be considered graphic and offensive. This program is not suitable for all audiences, and the opinions expressed do not reflect those of CannabisRadio.com, its staff, management, or sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Yeah. Stoner Jesus Show Live, Chapter 4, Verse 23. Welcome back, everybody. We're doing live on Twitter and Periscope and on Facebook as well. The Stoner Jesus page on Facebook, StonerJesus.net for all information on the show. Links, social media stuff, sponsor banners, past episodes, all that stuff. StonerJesus.net. Also all of our podcasting platforms. We're on StonerJesus.net, CannabisRadio.com, of course. A lot of great stuff at CannabisRadio.com. iTunes, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Spotify, Amazon Music, TuneIn, and your favorite podcast catchers, if you will. StonerJesus.net for everything you want to know about the Stoner Jesus Show. We're doing a clip show tonight for the year-end special. We're telling 2020 to fuck off. Fuck off 2020, bro. You're a piece of shit. You are garbage in the extreme. If you would just vacate the premises, that would be cool. 2 clips in this final segment. Profiles in Death on Don Shula. Again, favorite clips. Some of my favorite clips from 2020. Also, we'll wrap up things with a Kobe smoking game again. My plan is January 26th, 2021, the 1-year anniversary of Kobe's death. I'm finally going to get everything together to do the Kobe smoking game live on the Stoner Jesus Show. It's a dice-based game, as you will see. You'll hear all the rules and everything coming up in the clip. It's our year-end special, as we tell 2020 to fuck right off. If we were in England, we would tell it to bugger off, or something similar, I don't know. I'm not all really up to date with United Kingdom or English slang. But I think bugger off is a pretty good guess as far as that goes. But before we get to the Kobe smoking game, the Profiles in Death on Don Shula from earlier this year, featuring another voicemail from the one and only St. Peter, who's, I guess he could have featured more heavily in tonight's show, but trust me, if you know anything about St. Peter, you were glad that he didn't. StonerJesus.net for all information on the show. Thanks, everybody. Have a great 2021. We'll see you all next year. Enjoy these clips, bitch. We do Profiles in Death. It's been a long 2,000 years since the end of the New Testament. We've done a lot of, me and myself and St. Peter, we've gotten up to a lot of shenanigans, a lot of tomfoolery, if you will, and we relate those stories. We used to have an old segment that for the life of me I can't remember the name of, but now is Profiles in Death. So if someone dies or is dead or has been dead for a while or recently died, it doesn't matter. Only criteria is death. We relate. If St. Peter and I had an interaction with them at some point, we relate that story on the show and we call it Profiles in Death. I assume that's why St. Peter left this voicemail. He gives us an update, a quick update on his coronavirus, that if you just joined us in that story, in that saga, he thinks he got coronavirus from snorting the liquefied brains of a bat, a dead bat that he scraped off the side of the road during his occupational duties as someone who is a dead animal on the side of the road, scraper upper. That's how he thinks he got coronavirus. He's had various symptoms, which he references in the call. He also talks about Don Shula. Now, myself and St. Peter, again, it's been a long 2,000 years since the end of the New Testament. A lot of shit's been going on. We've spent a lot of that time in radio in various markets around the country. In the early 80s, we were in Miami, and he had an interaction with Don Shula, which he tells you about in this voicemail. Profiles in Death, Don Shula.
Hey, Jesus. Hey, Jesus, it's me, Peter. I've been drinking quite a bit, Jesus. I don't know. I think this coronavirus is really killing me, man. It's like my piss has been like 9 different colors. I stopped keeping track. I was keeping a journal, but I don't even bother anymore. I mean, what the fuck's the point, Jesus? I mean, it's all useless and worthless anyway, right? So what's the matter? We're all gonna die. We're all gonna fucking die, Jesus. So what the fuck does it matter what color my piss is? Or if it whistles when I pee, my dick hole does? Or if, I'm hearing voices in my head in like various African accents, what the fuck does it matter, Jesus? In the end. Speaking of death, Jesus, did you see, I saw the other day that Don Shula died. You remember Don Shula, Jesus? He was the coach of the Miami Dolphins. His inept child was the coach of the Bengals for a while. But Don Shula, he was the one that won a lot of games, not the dickhead who coached the Bengals. Anyway, Jesus, you remember back in the day, we did radio in Miami. I forget the station other than it had that one traffic chick. They had the big tits, a Latina chick. I forget what her name was. Lupe or something, I don't know. Anyway, she was fucking hot, Jesus. But I remember, it was like 80 or 81. We were in that station in Miami, and I saw Don Shula one day at that restaurant we always went to down by the beach. And he was there with like a couple people, it was like chilling. And I had a couple cocktails that morning, Jesus, you know me, and threw back a couple of the mimosas before we went on the air in the afternoon. And I had some rather pointed comments for Coach Shula about the direction of the team at the time, which I don't even think was really that bad. I was in my mood, one of my moods, Jesus, I get when I'm in one of my moods. So anyway, I had some like nasty shit to say to Don Shula, and like he threw I remember this like it was yesterday, Jesus. I don't really remember the name of the restaurant or anything like that, or what the call letters were of the station we were on, but I'll remember what Don Shula did, like it lied to the day I fucking die. I'll have Alzheimer's, it'll be my last memory, Jesus. I'm like 5 feet from him, and he stands up with this hot-ass coffee, and he throws the coffee, not the cup. He keeps the cup in his hand. You know, you gotta like throw the cup and then like stop it in midair so the coffee shoots out at the person. And man, he had like fucking great aim and hit me like flush right in the fucking face. And it was hot as shit, Jesus. It was like something from the fucking Matrix, man. He's like, he throws the cup and stops it in midair and the coffee flies out and it fucking smashes me right in the face. And before I can recover from that, he shoves a big fucking tuna melt right in my face. And this motherfucker was hot, man. It just came out. And the cheese burned a fucking hole like right in my cheek, man. I still got like the scar on my cheek, Jesus. That's another reason I'll never forget that day. That Don Shula scarred me for life with the coffee and the tuna melt right in my face. Last thing I remember, man, I was just writhing around the floor screaming and there was people running. It was like a fucking terrorist attack, Jesus. It was crazy. I didn't press charges. I mean, you know, he was Don Shula in Miami. What the fuck they were going to do? Plus, it was a cool story. As a matter of fact, Jesus, as a matter of fact, I remember calling you that night and telling you how much fucking pain my face was in. And you called me like a whiny bitch or something. Because, you know, you're like an asshole or whatnot. I don't know, that's kind of fucking rude. Anyway, yeah, that's my Don Shula story. Play that on your dumb show, Jesus. God,
Okay.
I remember you were so fucking nasty to me that night, man. My face was oozing pus and fucking cheese. Oh, God. You were just like, you just went on and on about what a bitch I was. Man, and fuck you, Jesus. For real. For real. I usually sign off that way, but for real. Fuck you, Jesus.
So I don't specifically remember him calling me that night and telling me what happened with Don Shula. It seems like something I would have remembered in any case. It does sound like something I would have said. I would have called him a whiny bitch because you just heard him. He's whining like a bitch. It's fucking 40 years later. He's still talking about it. How Don Shula scarred his face with a tuna melt. And a fucking hot cup of coffee. God. Grab me a fucking river, you baby. Scars are cool. Chicks dig that shit. Tell me you got a cool fucking face scar. You telling me it was because Don Shula pressed his hot cheese tuna melt in your cheek? Anyway, as many of you may know, as I switch over the graphic, there we go. As many of you may know, I'm sure all of you know, unless you're living under a fucking rock, there's no way you couldn't know. Less than a week ago, Kobe Bryant and his daughter, some other people whose names don't get mentioned nearly as much as Kobe Bryant for obvious reasons, they died in a helicopter crash. Ever since then, there's been tributes and memorials and vigils, and everybody who knows Kobe has spoken out, and everybody who has Kobe's story or a connection to Kobe in some way have all spoken and memorialized and eulogized Kobe and his legendary career and all of that. Now, I wasn't a particular Laker fan. I don't have any Kobe stories. I don't have any special connection to Kobe or the team per se. So I was racking my brain all week thinking to myself, Stoner Jesus, how can you possibly take this tragedy and make it about yourself? I thought long and hard about it. And then it hit me. A smoking game. A smoking game to immortalize me and Kobe. Something people will be playing hundreds of years from now, long after I'm gone. Maybe in a helicopter crash, I don't know. I don't ride helicopters, so the odds of that are poor, but still. However I go, hundreds of years from now, people will be playing this smoking game in tribute to Kobe and myself, of course. And in that way, I would immortalize myself and my tribute to Kobe Bryant. Of course, there's more to creating a game than just saying, hey, I want to have a game. You actually put some thought into it, so I did that as well. I got what you need, the rules. I haven't come up with a name yet. I'm probably going to do a poll on Twitter. I'll maybe get some feedback from you all, see what you think. Maybe you have a better idea for a name. I don't know. You can add me at Stoner Jesus 420 if you so choose. Here is what I have so far. The Kobe smoking game rules. If you're watching the video version of the show, they're all right there. If not, if you're watching the audio, I will read them for you as if you were blind because you cannot see them. Kobe smoking game rules. Here's what you're going to need. You're going to need 4 dice. You're going to need a bong, enough weed to get through a long game because this could be a long game. You need the ability to keep score to 33,643. I don't know. You can write it down on a piece of paper. You can do it in a spreadsheet. You can do it on a calculator, which I wouldn't recommend because you hit the fucking clear button and it's gone. You don't know what the fuck the score was. Anyway, there's a lot of leeway with all this stuff. It's going to be up to you. How you keep score is one of those things. You're also going to need some kind of spherical ball of paper or maybe cardboard, but really paper would probably work better, and a trash can. The makeup of the ball, the trash can, all that, that's all up to you. Again, there's a lot of leeway with these rules. So that's all the stuff you need. We'll go through a couple of the rules, how you keep score. Obviously, as I said, the goal is to get to 33,643. You got to get there with points, obviously. And like I said, this could be a very long game because the points, it's going to take a while for them to add up. Now let's say you have 4 dice, as I said. Let's say you roll 4 sixes. That's a 24. That's a Kobe. His number was 24. At least one of his 2 numbers was 24. We'll get to number 8 here in a minute. 24. You roll a 24. You take a bong rip. And you yell, Kobe. As you exhale, whatever. Again, there's leeway here. It's whatever. Whatever you feel that you want your game to be. Whenever you yell Kobe in relation to your bong rip. You also get 810 points, which is the most points you can get. Now, when you come later, you see all the other totals are multiplied by 10. You're saying, hey, how the hell did you get 810? It's because Kobe's biggest game as a score was 81 points. You multiply that by 10, that's 810 points. That's the Kobe. That's the big motherfucker. The 4 sixes, Kobe. Bam! Not to be confused with Yahtzee. This is nothing like Yahtzee. It's a trademarked game. This is Kobe. Now you have 4 dice. You can roll whatever, obviously. Let's say you roll 20. A total of 20 with your 4 dice. 20, you multiply that by 10. You multiply them all by 10 unless it's a Kobe. Or the very special 8 coming up I'll tell you about in a minute. Anything that's not an 8 or a 24, you multiply it by 10. Say it's 20 points, that's 200. So you had 200 points to your score. Now let's say you roll an 8, which is Kobe's other number. You do take a bong rip, so that's a good thing. But you get no points for an 8. You don't get your 80, you get nothing. And you pass the ball, in this case being the 4 dice, to the next player. And that rarely happens because Kobe didn't pass a lot. It wasn't Kobe's thing. First player, obviously, to 33,643, which is the amount of points that Kobe scored in his NBA career. And then, once they get to that threshold, they have to hit the shot with the ball of paper into the garbage can while yelling, Kobe! If they miss the shot, it goes to the next player, and they have to try again on their turn. And if someone else passes the 33,643 and hits the shot before they can make their shot, then that person wins. Again, the length of the shot, the makeup of the ball, the garbage can, all that is up to the players of the game. As long as everybody's facing the same odds, the same distance, using the same stuff, it doesn't matter. You can decorate the garbage can. You can make it be a bank shot, whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. It's just your thing, bro. Well, it's my thing mainly, and then kind of Kobe's thing, and then it's your thing. So it's your thing third. You can customize it. There's a lot of leeway, as I said. Now, while you're playing this game, you can have helicopter sound effects if you so wish, but I think that's kind of vulgar. I don't think there's any need for that kind of vulgarity. Now, one last thing. Let's say someone gets a 24 or is trying to win, hits the shot, and they don't yell Kobe. What happens then? Again, a lot of leeway. Will non-consensual stuff happen? I don't know. There's a question mark there. Again, a reference to another event in Kobe Bryant's life. So there are the rules. It's the rules. If you didn't get it, go back through it. It's all right there. It's very self-explanatory. It's not hard. I made it simple on purpose. Not only for you, dumbasses, but for me, dumbasses. And so, now, possible names. Again, I'll probably have a poll on Twitter. I'll probably post a clip of me explaining the game. And then in the next part of the Twitter thread, I'll put the poll so people can watch the video and kind of get a feel for the game and then decide on possible names. So far, I have... Here's just some examples. There's more, obviously. Kobe Smoke, Kobe Toke, Kobe Rips, R.I.P. Kobe, or Rip Kobe, or Kobe Dice. I really don't like Kobe Dice, but just kind of, it has a little bit of a ring to it, so that's what I'm going with. I like R.I.P. Kobe. It has a double meaning, obviously, but I think a lot of people are going to confuse R.I.P. Kobe and think I'm saying rest in peace, Kobe, when I'm instead talking about the smoking game. R.I.P. Kobe. So I'm thinking R.I.P. Kobe might not make the cut for that reason, even though it has the cool double meaning. I want people to know this is my thing. I'm what's important here. But Kobe Smoke, Kobe Toke, Kobe Rips. I'm kind of leaning towards Kobe Rips. I wasn't earlier today, but I am now. But I'll probably do a Twitter poll at StonerJesus420 on Twitter. So be on the lookout for that. But that is the Kobe smoking game. Again, you're just going to need 4 dice, a bong, a lot of weed, because it could be a long game, as you can see. If you're doing 200, 250, 300 points at a time, to get to 33,643, it's going to take a while. So be prepared. So when I say weed, a lot of weed. You want to have more than one bong? Again, that's up to you. A lot of leeway. You have 4 people, you can have 4 bongs. I don't give a shit. What am I going to break into your house like the fucking Kool-Aid man and say, no, you're violating both the rules and or the spirit of the game. No, there's some basic guidelines here. After that, go fucking nuts. Maybe you could have Kobe highlights playing while it's happening. I mean, it's up to you. Again, this is just the broad strokes, the tent poles, if you will, the structure for which you can build your customized home Kobe dice-based smoking game. Possible names include Kobe Smoke, Kobe Toke, Kobe Rips, R.I.P. Kobe, Rip Kobe, or Kobe Dice. Or maybe something else I haven't thought of yet. Home version coming soon. I'll make like an Etsy store or something. I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead. I do know one thing. One night, myself, I'll get a couple other people together, and we'll sit here live on the air, and we'll play the Kobe smoking game. I already have it all picked out in my head. I'll have like the different camera angles. I have myself, and I'll have like a camera on where like the dice are rolled, so you know what the score is, and then I'll have like a scoreboard that I'll be able to put up and keep track of. I think I have like this software has like scoreboards and shit. You'll be able to see people's scores in real time and who's winning, who's on the verge of winning. I can have a camera on the garbage can so you can see if somebody makes the shot. Oh, just so many possibilities for greatness. And in the end, isn't that really the lesson of Kobe Bryant's life? Greatness, excelling at something, whatever it may be, whatever your chosen profession is, being the best in that profession. Excellence. See? There you go. And if this gets big and makes me rich and famous, well, I will forget all of you. I have no loyalty to any of you. I will drop you like a fucking sack of potatoes and move to my big-ass mansion built from the royalties made from my Kobe smoking game. Hopefully the family or his estate doesn't sue me. That would suck. For me to go through all this trouble just to be victimized in the end. Coming up.
Amen.